A superintendent is lying for a foolish mistake he made or a lie he told. Now, more specifically, Onalaska ISD Superintendent Lynn Redden says he's sorry for saying what dripped from his racist lips. It was about Texas quarterback Deshawn Watson. You can't count on a black quarterback. Redden was referring to the last play of Sunday's game against the Titans when Watson held onto the ball as time ran out. Redden posted on the Houston Chronicle's Facebook page, "That may have been the most inept quarterback decision I've seen in the NFL. When you need precision decision making, you can't count on a black quarterback." Should Redden keep his job? Joining me to discuss this is comedian Ali Siddiq from Comedy Central. From Magic 102.1, Rob G., the general, and former Republican congressional candidate Justin Lurie. We want to welcome you guys to The Factor Uncensored. So, I called you just as you finished reading this crazy article in the comments today. Your thoughts on that, Ali?
Man, that man got to lose his job. He got to lose his job. Let me tell you why. Because I read the whole thing. It was something that wasn't supposed to be public, that it got out. He thought he was saying this in private. What else do you think about black people? Right. Because I said something too. I said, but I didn't say, you can't count. Hey, did he know about black quarterbacks? Doug Williams, Randall Cunningham. You can't count on white quarterbacks. You can't count on quarterbacks. Is what people trying to say. It's a game. Sometimes you make plays, sometimes you don't know yet. It's a game. Athletes make mistakes, but as a superintendent, this was a crucial mistake because now this is what's in your heart. Right. See, what came out, this is what came out in public, what was actually in your heart about black people in general. It's not just about this sport. It's about what you're a superintendent. What else you think that we lacking in? And plus, he's head of a school district with plenty of athletes. Maybe black quarterbacks or black quarterbacks that don't exist because of him. Right. Should he lose his job, Rob G? What should happen to him as a result of this?
Why is he still on the job right now? This should have been taken care of. Did they have to get the superintendent board of trustees together to get this out the way? Because if he thinks it's about quarterbacks, what does he think about his teachers? What about does he think about his principals? That are underneath him in that district. This ideology cannot permeate on down and filter throughout the school system.
Justin, let's bring you into this conversation. When you heard the comments that he made, your thoughts on that?
I thought what was absolutely ridiculous, besides what he said, is how he kept digging the hole even deeper. So first, obviously, like we said, he thought it was private. How do you get that confused? Secondly, he said, oh, well, statistically speaking, black quarterbacks in the NFL doesn't really work out. And like you said, it doesn't work out for any good quarterback. There's always errors. So, I mean, he's digging the hole deeper. He should never have said it. I bet Saturday when they had the meeting, the school board meeting, I bet they toss him, and he deserves it because it's his own words. And he deserves it because he don't know nothing about sports.
Or technology. or technology, for that matter. He don't know a private post from a public post.
And he's a superintendent. Some things that you have to, in sports you get caught up. I've said some things about people in sports, but never to the point of a racial slur about what, because you can't count on people regardless of what color they are. Even in, I just don't understand. What was he thinking?
Rob G., let me ask, does this fall into the stereotype that we've heard about black quarterbacks saying, well, they're not able to think on their feet, they only have natural ability, that stereotype put out by others?
Well, you hear that kind of thing even throughout the NFL Combine. They'll tell you he's got the athletic ability, but it may not have the acumen to read coverages or things like that. So there are other dog whistles that you hear throughout it. I mean, you have to even look at the history of the NFL. Right now, there are only 6 starting quarterbacks who are black in the NFL out of 32 teams. And throughout the history, I just looked at something right now. Do you know Warren Moon was the first black quarterback for 4 different teams? 4 different teams.
They spread him thin.
They spread him thin.
Start for us too.
Right, yeah. We only like you and you alone, We
getting in the record books.
Right. Do you see a bigger picture here, Justin, when we talk about the stereotypes that many have portrayed with African-American or black quarterbacks out there?
From what I understand, 80% of the NFL is black, but only 20% of the quarterbacks. I don't know what the reason is, but perhaps it's something that should be looked at further and deeper. But frankly, I'll take Deshawn Watson, and I'll take Russell Wilson on my team any day.
We'll give you the last word, Ali.
Justin's saying the right things.
Yeah, Republican is definitely out. But black people, all black men start off as quarterbacks in the hood. You know how many plays we done drawn up in the dirt? Yeah, look, Rob, I'm gonna need you to go this way, Justin. I'm gonna need you to go, and I'm just gonna throw it. There it is.
We want to thank you guys for coming on The Factor Uncensored. We appreciate your expertise.